I'm here today to share with you some simple yet powerful tips that when we follow, it will go a long way in helping us become better people. If you are looking at boosting your capacity as a person, if you are looking at boosting your mental clarity, if you are looking at staying healthy, and if you are looking at, living everyday life in a powerful way, then please, this episode is right for you. So please take and stay. I'll be right back with those beautiful tips. The first tip I want to share with you is that try as much as possible to drink enough water during the day. The body is made up of about 80% of water. And did you also know that the kidney filters more than 45 gallons of fluid every day in the body, and this is done over and over and over again in the body. So this tells us how important fluid is in our body. It is recommended that we should drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, but if you can do more, why not? If you are somebody who does not drink enough water, what you can do is to get a bottle, you fill it with clean and safe drinking water, and then you keep it by you. And if you are also in an office, probably you are in an air-conditioned office, the possibility that you feel thirsty is very low. So keep this bottle of water by you, and from time to time you can be drinking the water. Also, you can set a reminder on your mobile phone, something to help you to remind you on a regular basis that you should be drinking water. So please try and drink safe and clean water. If your urine is pale yellow, then it is an indication that you are well hydrated. Please remember that every organ in your body needs water to function properly, especially your kidneys, because that is where the waste substances and toxic substances are released, and they are released through urine. So I would encourage you to drink enough water. Water, they say, is life, and indeed it is life. So let us all hydrate for a better health. The next powerful tip I want to share with you is rest. Yes, rest. Rest helps you to get your restorative power back. How often do you rest? I know some people, they will work morning till evening, and when they get home, they will not rest. They will work again till midnight. They hardly make time for their bodies to rest. You don't necessarily have to lie down to rest. If you are in the office and you are engaged in a tedious work, you can take a short break, probably go and stand by a window, and just for about 5 to 10 minutes, just observe something that is so natural. Maybe a bird flying, or maybe how the clouds are moving in the sky, or maybe how the wind is gently blowing the leaves of a tree. When you set your mind on these things, they help you in a way to relax, and it is more like resetting your body's clock. Rest is very, very important, because if you fall sick and you go to the hospital, what would the doctor tell you? At times, they will just give you some days off, that just go and rest. And if you are sick and you are admitted at the hospital, well, you'll be lying in bed. What would you be doing? Resting morning and evening. So it is very, very important, and when we rest, the body is able to function properly. There are some people who are also unable to sleep very much at night. When you get home from work, try as much as possible that all the stress from the office or from the marketplace or from the shop, you try and shelve it somewhere. Don't replay it over and over again, because when you do that, your mind is still at work, and it will be very difficult for you to close your eyes and have a peaceful rest when you go to sleep. And before you do that, if you are somebody who tosses in bed and all that before you sleep, I want to recommend that like 30 minutes before you go to bed, just come out of your room, taking a deep breath, just, do breathing exercise for about 5 minutes. After that, just walk around your compound. Observe how nature is working, and if you have some garden, just visit your garden. Look at how your plants are growing beautifully, they are bearing fruits and all that. If you have some animals, just go and visit them and check on how they are doing. And when you do all this, and you are also thankful to God for the day, how it went, whether good, whether bad, whether ugly. You are so thankful. And when you come back, take a warm shower and then you go to bed. If you also have trouble sleeping at night, I would encourage you that cut down on your salt intake, because too much salt disrupts the body when it comes to it resting. So try as much as possible to cut down on your salt intake, and it will go a long way in helping you to have a better and a restful night. If you are somebody who also, like I said, struggles before you sleep, I want to encourage you to include much calcium based diet in your food, and you can get calcium from green leafy vegetables. So one that I can easily recommend is baobab powder. The Northerners call it kuka. It's so rich in calcium that when you take it, it also helps you to have a good night's rest. And moringa powder too, moringa leaves, but baobab powder is high in calcium than moringa powder. And you can also take herbal teas in the evening if you are going to sleep. Herbal teas like Lipia herb tea. You can also take lemon balm tea. You can also take passion flower tea. All these teas also help you in order to relax. And please, I want to encourage you, don't mix this herbal tea. If it is one that you are taking, try and take it. If it is like once every 3 days, try and take it, and then it will all go a long way in helping you to have a better night rest. I know some people also do night shifts, so during the night, that when we are going to sleep, that is the time that they are also going to work. Most people, like service personnel, the police people, they run night shifts, and other institutions as well. So I'm pleading with you, when it is time for you to rest, whether it is day or night, please try as much as possible and make time to rest. Please don't divide your rest time with spending time on social media. No, it will keep your mind busy, and it will be very difficult for you when you put your phone away and now you want to sleep. So resting time is resting time. Another tip which I know some people run away from is medical checkup. Please, if you are watching me and you are more than 40 years old, I would recommend that every year you go to the hospital to do a thorough medical checkup. Because when you do this medical checkup, it helps to reveal the state of your health. And if there's any underlying ailment that is gradually coming up, it will be detected early, and you can use food and other remedies in order to stop it. Check your blood pressure, your cholesterol level, your kidney function test. They will check your heartbeat. They will check, almost everything that you can talk about. I know some people run away from this, but it is very, very, very essential. Sunlight is nature's vitamin D. It is free of charge. Some people sit in their air-conditioned cars right from the home, air condition, in the car, air condition, office, air condition, and they don't get exposed to sunlight. Please try as much as possible that whenever you are in your suit and you are going to the office, I know you are looking nice and beautiful and handsome, but try as much as possible that you make time to absorb some of the sun rays onto your skin. What it does for us is that, sunlight helps to even lower our blood pressure. It also helps, our body to be well oxygenated. It carries oxygen to every part of our body. And sunlight also kills certain germs on our skin. And for a healthy and a happy home, I would encourage you that from time to time, almost every time, you open your windows so that if there are streaks of sunlight, you let them straight into your room. It helps so much to, if there are germs in the atmosphere, in the air in your room, sunlight will help to kill some of these germs. And also, sunlight helps to lower our cholesterol. Did you know that? Because under the skin, there's cholesterol under our skin. And when we are in the sun is able to burn the cholesterol just under our skin. Is that not amazing? And sunlight also helps to calm you down. I remember one time I was down with flu. I felt very sick, and I was feeling cold. My temperature was up a bit, and the only place I wanted to be was to be in the sunlight. I felt, something something within, it was so sweet. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt so much okay being in the sun. I believed it was doing something to probably my white blood cells. Maybe it was fighting off the infection. So I just want to recommend to you that whatever you do, wherever you are, try as much as possible that you get sunlight. Not too much of it, but at least every day try and walk in the sun, because you never can tell what the sunlight is doing for your body. You know, without air, every living organism will eventually die. Air is life. It is a breath of life. So I want to encourage you that get good and quality air to breathe. If you are in an environment where there are smoke, where there are fumes, and where somebody is smoking, try as much as possible to hold your breath, or probably use a nose mask to cover your nose so that you don't inhale toxins from the environment. Because when you get quality air, it helps to purify your blood. It helps that, you know, oxygen is carried into every part of your body. Good air charges our system, and without good air, good and quality air, we are unable to remove toxins from our system. So when you wake up in the morning, early in the morning, step out of your room, try and take in some deep breath, do some breathing exercise, because in as much as food is good for the body, do you know what the lungs also need for survival? They need good and quality air. So the more you take in deep breath, the more your lungs are filled with good and quality air. And what will happen? It will help to prolong your life. It will help you to live a better life. So please try as much as possible to get good and quality air. And please, if you live, once again I will say, in an air-conditioned room, try so that, you know, you open your windows, but with security in mind. Because some homes, when you open your windows, you know you are inviting other unwanted people into your home. But if you live in a safe place, try and open your windows so that fresh air can fill your room whilst you sleep. And when you do that, it helps you to have deep sleep, and it helps you to have long sleep, because, you know, your AC will be on and ventilation will just be in the room. There's no air coming in and there's no air coming out. So I am pleading with you, try and open your windows for good and fresh and quality air to come into your living space. Did you know that movement is medicine? Yes, another tip that we are talking about here is exercise. Exercise. You know, at times myself, I'm a culprit. I don't exercise, but you know, it's very good. So at least 3 times within the week, I will do an exercise. And the safest form of exercise which I want to recommend to you is to do brisk walking. Between 30 minutes to an hour. You can just, if your house is big enough, you can do brisk walking in your house, or you can step out and be doing the brisk walking. And before you do that, warm up. So you can either stretch or walk slowly so that you warm up into the brisk walking. In fact, it is the safest form of exercise. You know, before you exercise, if you have any underlying ailment, I would recommend that you speak with a professional first before you do that, because they can recommend the kind of exercise which is so good for you, because they will take into consideration your heartbeat and your general health before they recommend those kind of exercises for you. But to stay safe, just do brisk walking. Exercise helps the body a lot. What it does is that it helps the blood to flow freely, it lubricates the joints, and if there are any age-related diseases, because you are like 60, 70, or probably even 50, exercise can help to delay it a bit. So I would recommend that every single day, if you can, try as much as possible to exercise a bit, or at least 3 times in a week, do your brisk walking. You can do it at home, or you can go out of your home and do the brisk walking. And whilst you are doing your brisk walking, be just enjoying the nature around you, be just enjoying the simple things that life can even offer. And when you come back home, take a warm shower if it is in the evening, and then it will also help you have a restful night, because more air has gone into your body. Our next tip is the food you eat. Try as much as possible to eat a healthy and a balanced meal. Try and also avoid oily or processed food. If you can't cut down on those things, try and avoid fatty foods because they do not help you. Processed food, please avoid it as much as possible. And sugary food, please cut down on those things because they do not really help the body. So before you put anything into your mouth, just pause and ask yourself that this that I am putting in my mouth, is it helping to build my body or it is damaging your body? As for the tongue, it always wants something that is so sweet. But remember that when you put anything in your mouth, it just stays there for, let's just say, 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, it has done its job. Now your body is going to break it down. So before you put anything in your mouth, make sure that it is going to play a major role in your body by repairing a tissue or helping an organ to thrive very well in your body. And please don't overeat, because the more you overeat, you exert more pressure on your digestive system. And when you do that, the body in turn needs more energy, more power to burn the food that you have put in your system. And before going to sleep, avoid eating heavy meal. Even if perchance you eat a heavy meal, please try and don't just eat and sleep. It is a bad habit. So when you eat, no matter how tired you are, try and at least be walking at least for like 10 minutes or even 20 minutes before you go to bed. And you are helping your body because your body is the one that carries you to and fro wherever you are going. So if you don't treat it well, how can your body also, be good to you? And then in the end, what will happen? You will fall sick. So please, by eating a balanced meal, try as much as possible that you eat more of vegetables, and then if you have your carbohydrates, just a little of it, so that you can get more fiber in your body. And fiber, what it does in the body is that it helps with digestion, because almost every day you have to ease yourself. But if you don't eat food that is so rich in fiber, you get constipation. And when you get constipation, your head will ache you, you feel uncomfortable, you not feel very good, you not be able to concentrate even at work, even in school, you will feel better. So I'm pleading with you, try as much as possible to eat healthy meals. Healthy meals. A healthy meals, when you put into your body, will bring out a healthy you. And regarding what we eat, I would want to recommend that when certain fruits are in season, please try as much as possible to eat them, especially fruits like alasa, the African star fruit, or yoyi, the black velvet tamarind, because they are so rich in vitamin C. And mangoes, if you love mangoes, you should also try and eat not the carbide ripened mangoes. The naturally ripened ones is what I am talking about. Later I'll share some tips that you can use to know whether a mango has been ripened artificially or it has taken a natural process for it to ripen. And also, please try as much as possible to avoid taking too hot or too cold drinks, because too hot drinks is not good for the body, and too cold ones, the body would have to use so much energy in order to warm it before digesting. So please, let's watch what goes into our mouth, because in the long run it will come back and it will reflect in our bodies and on our bodies. Another tip that I also want to talk about is grounding. Well, what is grounding? When was the last time you walked with your bare feet? Yes, we've tiled all our home, we've carpeted our rooms and all that, and even when we are stepping out of our room, our slippers are in front of our door, and we'll wear it before we step out. We don't want our foot to touch the sand or soil or pebbles. From time to time, just remove your slippers or your shoe and walk in the sand. Yes, I mean the sand, because under our feet are nerve endings. So if you are walking with your bare feet on the gravels or pebbles. It stimulates the nerves, and it helps with blood circulation. So from time to time, please step out of your room, walk on the pebbles, walk in the sand, or probably you can go to the beach and even walk with your bare feet at the beach. It's so refreshing. You should try it. You should try it. The last tip that I want to talk about, and it's very important, is moderation. We should do everything in moderation. Everything that I have mentioned, be it exercise, be it getting fresh air, getting quality sleep, getting sunlight, eating good food, everything should be in moderation, because moderation is the key to balance. And I want to encourage you, worry less and don't be stressed. Be it having to deal with a hard and difficult boss in the office, don't let it stress you, because stress is an enemy of the body. We want to have a healthy mind in a healthy body. So take stress out of the way. Well, thank you so much for sticking and staying with me on Home Tips with Mira. I believe that together we are going to embark on this journey, and we are going to indeed have a beautiful year and a lovely year if we take all these things into consideration. And now let me tell you something. Most of us drive cars, and from time to time we take our cars to the workshop in order for them to be serviced. But the human body is also a machine. But the care and the attention that we give to our cars, at times we don't give that same attention to our bodies. And if we neglect a machine, what happens to it? It wears out and then it breaks down. We don't want to get to the point where we will break down our bodies. So let's take very good care of our bodies. And I want to encourage you that when we do all these things, your body will be thankful. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with me on Home Tips with Mira. Please go on my YouTube page to even subscribe and share this video, and Facebook also follow me. And please, until we meet again, please take very good care of yourself, because that is all you have. Bye-bye.